is the kind of person that is always there when children, child advocates need him.
You can't go about creating a National Center on Early Education without having great partners, and Will was at our table from the very beginning.
He was bringing the National Kiwanis Club on board with early childhood, and he was using science to show that, in fact, the brain development of young children at that time is critical.
I'm a latecomer compared to Will Blechman. He's cared about this subject significantly longer than I even knew about the subject.
We made great strides in the 90s on a lot of school readiness issues and child care issues because of the brain development science that came out, and particularly because of how he used it and educated people how it could be used.
And he's a medical doctor, a rheumatologist that retired from his practice. And it's at one end of the spectrum, but this is something he became so engaged in, and it has become his passion.
Dr. Blechman is a tireless child advocate. His enthusiasm rubs off on everyone.
Most people in retirement are playing golf, but not Will. He's driving all over the state, meeting with the chief of pediatrics at all the medical schools in his latest endeavor, which is called Docs for Tots, to try to recruit physicians to advocate on the behalf of children. And he's just so passionate, and you just can't say no to Will.
And Dr. Blechman has single-handedly, with no staff assistance, set up this website and provided a number of resources to these physicians and pediatricians and sought to get them very involved in these advocacy efforts.
Whenever Will spoke, we all listened. It's because he always had something that was so important for us to hear. And so we asked him, we invited him to be on our board of directors for the Children's Forum because I wanted more of that. I wanted Will's wisdom and his intellect and his passion for the issue to be a part of our team in helping us guide our direction and on our strategic plans. And so he came on board, and since then he has never let us down.
And his excitement came through in every word that he gave to me and others, and I think he helped a lot in terms of spreading the excitement about what science could do to show how young children develop.
I'm sure many of you know about his 1 or 2 p.m. And 1 and 2 a.m. emails on the latest piece of research on child development. If you wake up in the morning, 9 times out of 10 the emails that came over the course of the night were from Dr. Blechman.
I can remember him sitting in the back of the room all the time, and we'd be having these great, long, drawn-out discussions on, and Will would raise his hand in the back, and he would always have a good contribution, a solution, something, an idea to move us forward.
Dr. Blechman was a man who taught me a lot about what's important and what the brain research shows.
Whenever he is in a board meeting and he speaks, we're just all expecting this, this wealth of wisdom, this font of knowledge to flow from him. And he never disappoints us. And I think that's one of the nice things about Will, but yet he's so human and so down to earth that I think he's so approachable by anyone. So that's his real gift, I think, to all of us.
What he brings, first of all, is just plain old-fashioned American decency. He is an extremely good human being, a progressive in the very best sense of that, a man who cares passionately about children, a man who wants his life to matter, and it most truly matters.
Will's energy and his vision and commitment to young children and children and their families is an energy that really rubs off on all of us. And he energizes all of us and keeps us going.
If he meets an expectant mother, he will take a personal interest in that person and refer her to a website which will be helpful and provide great resources.
And he is just such a dedicated, knowledgeable, passionate, generous man. He does most all of this out of his own pocket, and we just are so lucky to have him in Florida.
We're really grateful for Will Blechman's work with us. Dr. Blechman has helped us create the Center for Excellence in Early Education. He has helped United Way take a role that is prominent not only in our town but around our nation. We couldn't do it without him, which makes today's award all that more meaningful to us.
He's the quintessential collaborator. He goes everywhere he goes. He's looking to forge new partnerships and new relationships with people. And that's really the reason I'm so pleased that he's getting the Nancy Thomas Award this year.
The whole notion of the Nancy Thomas Award is about collaboration, what they bring to the table. And Will has had several positions of leadership where he brought various factions, if you will, together to really rally around the issue of early childhood and young children and infants and toddlers. He really is a quintessential, I think, recipient of this year's award. He embodies all that we believe is so important for young children.